What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another exciting installment of the Roundtable Network News. It is episode 21. We're legally can drink now, Josh. We've had so many episodes now. We legally can drink. Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the franchise player, Double B Bad Blood. That right there is Double J, Josh James, and we are here live here once again to talk to you about the world of professional wrestling. Josh, can't hear you, my friend. Still can't hear you. There you go.
Sorry about that.
The news never ends, Josh.
That's true.
It never ends. Let's start off the show today talking about the news and rumors about one Ricky Starks. Absolute Ricky Starks has requested his release from AEW, but it was denied by whom? Yes, that's who it was. That's who just one more time, Josh. Yes. It was yes, he denied him. God, that's gonna be so much fun. We crack ourselves up here. We sure do. Here's the situation. Ricky Starks, a prominent figure in All Elite Wrestling, had his request for release. He requested a release from the company, and it was denied by the AEW owner, Tony.
There you
go. Starks, who has been absent from AEW television since March of last year, is contracted until spring of 2025, so just a few more months. His lack of screen time has been puzzled by fans and observers alike. People wonder where the hell is Ricky Starks. Ricky Starks recently showed up in House of Glory.
Yep.
He had a scheduled show with GCW that was subsequently scrapped. Well, 2 hours ago, courtesy of Sean Ross Sapp from Fightful, said Ricky Starks asked for his release and not turning. He has asked for his release. He is not turning down creative. So we don't know what the hell's going on. It's like, dude, you've got this guy under contract. The guy you aren't using him, you aren't utilizing him. You're doing the same thing that you're doing to Ray Phoenix. The guy's not injured. The guy's had a phenomenal match at House of Glory. You know, Ricky Starks asked for his release months ago, apparently. As things stand right now, his current deal with the company is set to expire in the spring of this year. But AEW also blocked Starks from doing a GCW show. I don't understand that, but he can still do other events. That was per Fightful Select. I don't know what the hell's going on. Ricky Starks not being able to go anywhere, but Ricky Starks is a goddamn phenomenal athlete. Go look him up on Twitter on Starkman Jones. Ricky Starks is, like I said, a phenomenal athlete. Dude has been absent from TV for fucking 10 months.
That's crazy. Because the last time he was on AEW was when he lost the tag titles, right?
Yep.
Dang. That's crazy.
Dude, AEW is doing a lot of things. They're doing it to a lot of people. You know, we got Ricky Starks, who hasn't been seen on TV in a long time. We got Ray Phoenix, who's like, dude, let me go. Let my people go. Like, he wants to go. You know? Then you got Britt Baker, who literally was on TV for 1 week and then gone. You know, Tony Khan's always been accused of being one of those guys that likes to play with his new toys.
Yeah.
Puts his other toys on the shelf. But at the end of the day, he's the owner of AEW. And, I mean, dude, let your people go. I mean, look, let me put it to you this way. Penta wanted to leave. Ray Phoenix wanted to leave. Penta's contract was up. Penta left. And in 2 weeks on Monday Night Raw, Penta is a bigger star on Monday Night Raw than he was in AEW in the last 5 years.
And you could tell when he's on screen, you could tell he's glowing. You could definitely tell he's way happier where he's at right now. Hey, especially when his promo happened, when he did his promo on his debut show, you could definitely tell he was legitimately happy.
I mean, you know, the dude was thinking his family, his friends. He was saying that Los Angeles is his home. He's excited to be there. I mean, look, like I said, man, let your people go, Tony Khan.
Yeah.
If they don't want to be, I mean, and I understand business.
Yeah, I do too.
I have a business and finance degree. I understand how business works, but what you're doing is you're making it easier for him to go somewhere else and be a huge star because people are looking at you like, wow, you kept him off TV. You really were just being a straight up asshole to him.
Mm-hmm.
You weren't gonna let him go anywhere and be something. And look, the moment he walked away, boom, he became a megastar.
Exactly.
We're talking LA Knight, megastar.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, man. I see things from a broad a broad point of view when it comes to like how talent is being treated. But that's just me. What can I say? I see things the way they are.
It's sad, really, because like I remember hearing some wrestlers saying they were happy where they're at AEW now. Like, here's the thing: there are still some people at AEW that are legitimately happy where they're at, like they're spotted and all that kind of stuff. But I always believed if someone, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, like if someone's not happy, they could just you could just say like, hey, I want to leave. I'm not happy where I'm at. I want to give my 2 weeks notice and all that kind of stuff. And like, if you want me to put someone over, then I can leave. I could do that, and they could just leave. That's how I've always felt.
Well, I mean, in a perfect world.
Yeah, in a perfect world, yeah.
In a perfect world, yeah, that would happen.
But in the same time, it's just like you said. I understand business. I understand, but you just gotta let them stay at home and just collect a paycheck.
I mean, there are right ways and there are wrong ways to do things.
Yeah.
And the right way is to just be like, hey, you know what? You don't want to be here anymore? Fine. Here's your buyout, severance, whatever, whatnot. Goodbye. Live your life. Go do that. But when you're holding people down and it's in the press and it's in the news everywhere and people are seeing this, it's like, dude, you literally just created a monster.
Yeah, seriously.
I mean, let's call a spade a spade. CM Punk was like doing great in AEW, and then when all the drama happened, and then like it spilled out onto social media, onto the internet, people saw it, and it went from being like a pebble to a full on avalanche. So when he showed up in WWE, bro, people went shit crazy. Just like when Penta showed up in WWE, that was like one of the most pivotal moments of week 2 of Raw on Netflix.
Yeah, like when CM Punk made his return to the WWE, it shocked me because that's the one guy who I thought I would never see go back to the WWE. And I know I'm not the only one either. A lot of people probably thought CM Punk would never go back to the WWE.
Never say never in world of professional wrestling.
Exactly. And like with Penta, it's still so weird for me to see him in the WWE ring. But I'm loving what they're doing with him. I'm loving how he's being booked, and I'm just like,
I'm loving the fact that they're keeping him away from the LWO.
Yes,
like I say. So speaking of people back in the ring, let's talk about Indy Hartwell. I love Indy Hartwell.
I do too.
She's such a like genuine soul. Indy Hartwell. Well, this is also courtesy of Mike Johnson from PW Insider. Ace Steel announced that former WWE star Indy Hartwell is back in the ring, training for her post-WWE matches at his Foundation of Professional Wrestling Academy there in Orlando, Florida. Orlando, Florida is the place to go if you want to be a professional wrestler, ladies and gentlemen, because they have so many damn schools there.
That's very true.
Yeah. Indy Hartwell will be signing at WrestleCon next week over the Royal Rumble weekend in Indianapolis. So go get your tickets to go see Indy Hartwell, man. Superstar in the making. Yeah, go support her, man. Indy Hartwell is fucking amazing. So also speaking of that, it looks like Jade Cargill is currently at the WWE Performance Center getting herself ready to be back in the ring. There's no surprise. I mean, who knows? There's no update on whether or not she's going to be in the Rumble, but hey, it could happen, bro. It could happen.
Very true.
Also spotted at the WWE Performance Center. This is also courtesy of Mike Johnson from PW Insider. While she did not appear on last night's WWE NXT, Jordan Grace was at the Performance Center. So we were told that she is not expected to. She is not expected to be there the rest of this week. TNA already removed her from their website yesterday. So the belief is WWE creative circles is that she's going to be one of the women competing in the Women's Rumble again. So this will be year 2 this time. And I said it last year when she showed up in the Rumble. I said WWE is poaching her on the down low. When her contract's over, she will be back in the WWE. And I don't think she's going to be in NXT.
I don't think so either.
I think they'll debut on I think they'll put her on the main roster.
I think the run that she did have on NXT, I think that was her run. Like, you know how they always have these the wrestlers go on NXT and then bring them up to the main roster. I think that was her run, going for the NXT Women's Champion, having a few matches on there. And I knew she was going to go back to Impact Wrestling, but when her run was done with TNA, I knew she was going to go on the main roster. You got to have a woman like with that star caliber to go on the main roster. I mean, she would do well at NXT, don't get me wrong, but I feel like this is the woman that is like, we need fresh new faces.
Yeah, we do. Speaking of fresh new, not new faces, but freshly new, courtesy of Mike Johnson from PW Insider, WWE Hall of Famer Stone Cold Steve Austin announced that he on his Twitter page that he actually had a knee replacement.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So he said these are Stone Cold Steve Austin's words. This is how it was, and this is how it is. 7 weeks post-op from total knee replacement. My left knee was on his last leg. That's funny. My left knee was on his last leg. Try to say that 5 times fast. And I have been putting off this surgery for years. Post-op X-ray show everything is healing nicely. Thanks to Dr. Nicholas Dean, Derek Bobsett, and their excellent team for my surgery. Thank you, Bob Wall, a physical therapy specialist, for getting me back on track. Before starting PT, I came out of the gate aggressively and started walking way too soon and too far, and it really pissed off my new knee. Total knee replacement is a year-long healing process, so I didn't know what the hell I was thinking. So basically, you're like, yo, I just had my knee done. I'm about to go run like 5 miles. Yeah, can't be doing that, Stone Cold. Can't be doing that, bro. Can't be doing that.
Not as young as you used to be.
Hey, man, look.
It happens to all of us. It happens to all of us.
I got a new knee brace. I was like, yo, my knee's ready to go. Then I wrestled 3 matches in one weekend. Yeah, not so happy. My knee was like, yo, hey, remember, you're 50, bro. Calm yourself down.
You're not as young as you used to be.
My knee basically put me in my own place. But yeah.
You tore your meniscus.
Yeah, exactly. The timing of the surgery should answer everyone as to why Stone Cold Steve Austin didn't appear on Raw on Netflix debut. Because he was working on his new knee. So, shout out to Stone Cold Steve Austin. Get well soon, my friend. Hopefully, you'll be giving those Stone Cold stunners at WrestleMania 42, because it won't be 41. That's for damn sure. Because I hope not. Please don't do that to yourself, Stone Cold. As a matter of fact, if you want to see what his knee looked like, let's go ahead. I'll go ahead and show you guys what his knee looked like, and it's interesting. It's an interesting look. This is on Steve Austin's Instagram page. Now, anyone that knows anything about knees, you can see the difference between that knee and this knee. That one is that one is perfectly shaped. That one is oddly shaped. That one has a pin in it right there. You can see the little pin. I don't know if you can see my arrow moving. Can you see my arrow moving?
I can.
Okay, so that right there that's the pin. I got one of those. That's a pin right there too. I got one of those too. See how you can see it right there amongst that. Yeah, Stone Cold is now really the bionic redneck. Jim Ross used to call him that. Yeah, Stone Cold really is the bionic redneck. So,
for anybody who thought that because that Austin was going to make a return to the ring again, I don't think that's going to happen again. I think
I don't know, man.
Well, I think it's just like not this year. Like, wait for a while, and then maybe he could go back. I don't want him to rush.
Yeah, I don't want him to rush either, because when you have bad knees, man, Like a lot of people don't realize it, but when you have bad knees, it sucks, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, it sucks moving around. It sucks trying to do anything. So if you're like me and you're very active and you like to move around, having bad knees is not the biz.
Yeah, I have bad knees. I hurt both of my knees from playing basketball from high school to middle school. So yeah, I used to have to wear knee braces a lot. So, but it sucks. But wrestling, that's a different level because like you literally do like jumping off top ropes, landing on your knees. Like, can't imagine the bumps. I can't imagine. I've never wrestled. But I could tell like when someone's hurt, and I've seen it happen a couple of times at shows. It's not fun to experience.
It's not fun to happen.
Yeah.
Trust me, it's not fun, Josh.
I bet.
Yeah. So let's talk about Alexa Bliss.
Yeah.
WWE had plans to have Alexa Bliss show up on the January 13th edition of Monday Night Raw. They were live in San Jose. The storyline was going to have her involved with the Wyatt Six faction. However, before the show, the storyline was reportedly dropped. There are currently no creative works and plans in the works for Alexa Bliss to come back. That is courtesy of your boy, Mike Johnson from PW Insider. I don't understand why they were going to bring Alexa Bliss back, then drop the story. I don't get it.
I don't know. Like, I still don't get the whole thing, what's going on with the Wyatt Six. I don't think anybody does at this point.
I don't think creative figured it out. Like, they did. They brought him back, and they did the whole gimmick. Then they was like, let's go ahead and get rid of it. Like, I don't know.
If they decided to end the Wyatt Six today, let's say they do, right?
I don't think anybody would care.
Yeah, like that, and that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt me because like I do care about them, but in the same time, I could see the writing on the wall, and that's the part that sucks. But if they ended it today, no one's gonna care. They're just like, we kind of saw that coming. But I just hope they don't get lost because I want to see Joe Gacy, Dexter Lumis, Nikki, and everybody in the Y6 to succeed in wrestling. I want them to succeed in WWE.
Well, like I said, things happen, man. Sometimes, things happen, things stay the same. It's just, I don't know, man. I'm not really happy about that whole situation. Yeah. But let's talk about let's talk about Ric Flair.
Okay.
I don't understand what we're doing with Ric Flair. I think Ric Flair should stay retired. He should stay out of he should stay out of the ring. The guy has a freaking pacemaker. Ric Flair, I don't want you to die. Please don't. But apparently Ric Flair is scheduled to do several things over the course of the next few months within professional wrestling. I think Ric Flair was scheduled to show up at a TWA show in Philadelphia. TWA reunion in Philadelphia. This is courtesy of Mike Johnson from PW Insider. Ric Flair has been announced as appearing and signing at the TWA WrestleCon convention on May 3rd at ECW Arena, the 2300 Arena. The convention will also precede the one and done Tri-State Wrestling Alliance reunion. Tri-State Wrestling was a company before ECW down in the Tri-State area. So the card that they have announced so far, I guess they have Joel Goodhart, and the TWA would like to make a couple announcements. They'll be doing that one and done at WrestleCon. They're adding in guests to the official WrestleCon list. So far, it looks like Bill Apter, courtesy of official WrestleCon host. After sitting down and doing some research, Joel figured out that the matches between the Berserker, Morant, and Chris Wilde features the longest reigning TWA champions in history. So Joel has decided to make their match the last ever TWA championship match. This match will crown the final TWA champion in history. He will also have a new TWA heavyweight championship belt. Since the original TWA, what people don't realize, the TWA flourished until what is now known as ECW. And the ECW, the TWA championship, became the original ECW championship belt. So that's some history for you right there, Josh. So far we have the TW Heavyweight Championship match, Breaker Morant versus Chris Weil. Breaker Morant's final match of his career, so obviously he's winning the title. Tony the Hitman Stetson taking on Michael the Boss Tahia. Tony Stetson's final match of his career as well. He's also a lot of former TWA stars will be surrounding the ring. TWA Legends Tag Team match, the Memphis Mafia, Dangerous Doug Gilbert, and Wildfire Tommy Rich take on Team Extreme, the other franchise, Shane Douglas, and a mystery partner, which will probably be Rhino. Yeah, because they're going to be Chris Candido or Bam Bam Bigelow, so there's no, Team Extreme franchise group. So we also have the Notorious Mimi. I love her.
Yeah.
Taking on Gabby Ortiz. Special guest referee, WWE Hall of Famer Medusa Maselli. Alundra Blaze is going to be referee for that match.
Wow.
Yeah, man. Also, we have your favorite, Josh. Okay, we have Bill Apter, good friend, Bill Apter. He's the official host. We have Sabu. We have the Raging Bull, Manny Fernandez. We have Barbara Goodish. She is the wife and widow of Bruiser Brody. We have Shane Douglas. We have Gabby Ortiz, Notorious Mimi, Alundra Blaze, Shane Douglas, Tommy Rich, Doug Gilbert, plus the man, the myth, the foot legend, Josh's favorite wrestler, Mr. USA Tony Atlas is going to be there. Josh just loves us from Tony Atlas, man. Oh, man. Vendor tables are $125 to $200 for 2 tables. Tickets are now available for both events. You can go there. They are also this all started thanks to TWA ringmaster Bay Chubby Dudley Regine on a podcast interview where he said he would love to have that show happen at ECW Arena. So they're going to pay respects to the late Mad Dog DC Drake, Johnny Hotbody. Tony Stetson is also going to get his one and done. Joel Goodhart is going to be there, and the late Larry Winters. They're paying respect to all of these gentlemen, so it's going to be pretty good, man. So TWA presents one and done. Bell time 7:30 p.m. Doors open at 6. Go down there, check it out. I'm telling you, it's going to be at the DoubleTree by the Holiday Inn at the Philadelphia Airport, 4509 Island Avenue. Yeah, go check it out.
Sounds like a fun time, actually.
It does actually sound like a fun time, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, a lot, like I said, a lot of stuff's happening in professional wrestling, man.
The news never stops.
It never stops, bro. It's like it's a revolving door of like just drama and I love it. I fucking love it. What do you want to talk about, Josh?
Well, I got some today on wrestling history.
No. We'll do that.
But that's what I'm saying. I got that. What do I want to talk about? AEW dealing with travel issues. Did we talk about that?
Let's talk about that. Go ahead, Josh. Talk about that.
Okay. So for what it looks like, at Tony.
I love that. Oh my god.
On Twitter tonight, Wednesday night at AEW Dynamite, with the winter weather, most of our team is here, but some are still battling ice roads, canceling flights. So looks like some of the wrestlers and coworkers are not going to be there because of due with the icy storms and all that kind of stuff. So that's a shame. That's really a shame. I'm seeing this on PWI Insider by Mike Johnson. AW is dealing with travel issues due to ordinary winter storm issues hitting most of the United States right now.
Yeah, it's cold outside, Tony.
It's
All right, man. AEW did some other things today. AEW released their spring live event schedule. Mm-hmm. So this is also courtesy of our boy Mike Johnson from PW Insider. January 22nd, 2025, AEW All Elite Wrestling. Tonight they announced their spring schedule. It's highlighted by pay-per-views in Philadelphia for AEW Dynasty at the Lacrosse Center Sunday, April 6th. A first ever AEW Collision at the Oakland Arena in Oakland, California. That's going to be March 1st at the Oakland Arena. March 15th, AEW Collision at the Theater at the Virgin Hotel in Las Vegas. Wednesday, March 19th, AEW Dynamite and a special AEW Collision taping at Liberty First Credit Union Arena in Omaha, Nebraska. Wednesday, March 26th, AEW Dynamite at Roy Wilkins Auditorium in St. Paul, Minnesota. We also have Saturday, March 29th, AEW Collision at the UW Milwaukee Panther Arena there in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Wednesday, April 2nd, AEW Dynamite and a special taping at AEW Collision at Peoria Civic Center in Peoria, Illinois. Sunday, April 6th, AEW Dynasty, of course, Center in Philadelphia. Wednesday, April 9th, AEW Dynamite, Chesapeake Employees Insurance Arena in Baltimore. Go get your tickets. Get your tickets, AEW Dynasty in Philadelphia. Tickets will be available Monday, February 3rd at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time via AEWTix.com or Ticketmaster.com.
Oh, okay. Sounds like a spring's going to be great.
Hey, well, I will. You know what? You said the word great, and every time I hear the word great, I think of this man, Tony. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Because that man will say that word 5,000 times in a 2-minute promo. Yes. That's one of my pet peeves, man. Like, goddamn, will you stop saying that word?
I finally saw that video. I finally did see the video.
I don't know what it was. I don't know why I started doing it, but I'm like, he always says the word great. So I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and just 1, 2, 3. And 10 minutes in, I had already been like 140. I'm like, how many times can you say the word great? Like, you literally made me hate the word great.
I gotta know. I didn't even finish the video. I did not even finish it.
Because you can't. It's so long and it's so great.
He better make some merch just with that word.
Bro, Tony Khan says great.
You know that Obama shirt with that says hope on it?
Yeah.
It has to have, it just has to have Tony's face and the word great on it.
But it has to have a great X and then like an infinite number.
Yeah.
Because he was like, ladies and gentlemen, if you think that I am being if you think I'm being over the top, if you think I'm being dramatic, go listen to a media scrum after an AEW show, and I besmirch you, ladies and gentlemen. Please sit down, take a pen and paper, and tally every time you hear the word "great" from Tony Khan. Anyway, let's talk about another great athlete, formerly of the WWE, Baron Corbin, who showed up at GCW under his real name, Tom Pistock, took on the War Beast in a
blood sport type of match.
Blood sport type of match, right?
Yeah.
He lost, but former WWE star Baron Corbin, who now has filed a trademark for a new ring name. And that ring name is Bishop Dyer.
That's a cool name. That's a cool name.
The Lone Wolf Bishop Dyer. Can you believe that?
I like that. Oh yeah, I'm a Baron Corbin guy. I know a lot of people did not like him.
I love Baron Corbin,
but
amazing.
I was a fan of his, and I'm rooting for him for the Indies, and hopefully one day, like maybe if he could go to AEW, or maybe he'll go to TNA Wrestling. I'm rooting for him. Maybe he'll do well in Japan. Maybe he could do.
I hope he goes. I hope he goes to like TNA.
Yeah, me too.
But then again, if he goes to TNA, that means he's done the WWE. So
yeah. Well, that's the thing. It's just like if he goes to TNA, I hope that will be like a sign for him. You know, like what Drew McIntyre did. I hope this is his Drew Galloway's moment. You know, to rebuild Baron Corbin. I hope this is where we can see a brand new version of Baron Corbin going back to the WWE down the road. Or maybe he doesn't want to go back. Maybe he doesn't want to go back. We'll never know. But I'm rooting for him.
Yeah, so am I. I think Baron Corbin is freaking amazing. The guy, 100% one of the best wrestlers around. His run with his original run with NXT was great. Yeah. The Lone Wolf Baron Corbin.
The End of Days theme song, still personally one of my own time favorites.
And also, that End of Days finisher getting kicked out in is the reason why I'm the first ever roundtable trivia champion. That right there goes out to you, Chemical Julian, for picking Baron Corbin to not kick out. Thank you very much for that easy win. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
He has never let that go since.
Never going to let it go. Never going to let it go. All right, Josh, go ahead and talk about today in wrestling history.
Today on Wrestling History, it's Royal Rumble season. So what an appropriate way to talk about this. We're going back to 1994, where Bret Hart and Lex Luger became co-winners of the Royal Rumble. Controversy. Whose feet touched first? You remember this, Blood?
They both touched at the same time, but realistically, Lex Luger's feet touched the ground first. I've watched it 100 times, and his feet touched the ground first.
And a year later, at the 1995 Royal Rumble, Shawn Michaels wins his first ever Royal Rumble, while him and Davey Boy Smith, the British Bulldog, entering 1 and 2 and ended. I don't think that's ever happened since, has it?
No. Yeah. I mean, we've had a bunch of 60-minute men who took number 1, number 2, and I remember the last time someone did that son of a bitch, Edge. I was in a WWE Royal Rumble pool.
Yeah,
and I had picked the number, and Thunder Rosa had picked the next number. She somehow drew Edge at number 2, and she had number 1. And Edge was number 2, but he came out he wanted to come out number 1. Like he literally had said, Edge has chosen number 2, and he came out. I'm like, you son of a bitch, and he won. So I was like, okay, I won the pool.
Yeah,
Thunder Rosa won the pool. I was so fucking mad. I text her. I'm like, I want my money. She's like, you lost, sucker. I'm like, oh, I hate it. From that moment on, I was like, Edge, you son of a bitch.
You hated him since.
Or as we like to call him on the show, Ledge. Anyway, the cope. He could cope with that. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here on the Roundtable Network News. We love having you here Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Sometimes Josh and I just go off the rails. And, we're going to leave you with this. Ladies and have a good night.